welcome everyone to another delicious episode of Chef It Up. I'm your host, Cynthia Smith. Thank you so much for meeting me in the kitchen once again. And in my kitchen once again, I have Chef Joel Johnson.
Ma'am, how you doing?
Good. I think we're whipping up a real refreshing dish today. I hear there's watermelon, there's ginger, and I'm already sold. What are we cooking today?
Well, first off, we're doing a spicy ginger watermelon salad. That's a very, very light and easy dish. It's gonna be a stuffed chicken breast, tomatoes, gorgonzola, some spinach, roasted potatoes, garden salad. I mean, you can't really get no healthier than that, really. First off, I want to get the potatoes in. It's gonna take the longest.
Okay, yeah. And what kind of potatoes are we using here?
These are regular Finland potatoes. I mean, I would say regular because you see some purple, some red.
Yeah, I love the colors though. I love how you have the whites and then the reds and then the purples. Why are we using these ones today?
Well, realistically for size matter and just a nice bite size. You notice when I cut them? Pop in the mouth.
Yeah, not I'm gonna eat it raw, but
Please don't.
They're nice and small, and so I love these potatoes too because you can kind of make them with a variety of dishes. So they can kind of be the main thing, or they can kind of be just the side of the dish. So
you make a really pretty mash too.
I know, a beautiful mashed potato. Oh, interesting. I never thought about making mashed potatoes with them. So we're just dicing down or slicing
them right in half.
Slicing our potatoes in half, and we're tossing in now some salt. A little bit of black pepper,
oregano,
and some oregano,
just for a nice little flavor.
And what are we gonna be doing with these potatoes?
I'm just gonna throw them inside the oven to roast.
That's it. Wow, nice and easy.
Nice and easy. I mean, this is something you could do. Anybody could do this at home.
Yeah.
That's what I like to do.
And that was it.
Yeah, that was it.
We sliced the potatoes, put a little bit of salt, a little bit of oregano, black pepper, a little bit of olive oil, that was right?
Yes, ma'am, that's it.
And we mixed it all together now.
Put it in the oven.
They're going in the oven.
And this is going to take, realistically, it takes, if you have a 350 to 400, it takes about 30 minutes.
All right, about half an hour to be done.
A little bit less depending on how quickly.
But clearly we're speeding through this dish. Clearly a busy mom could come home from work, get this dish going, feed the kids, feed the family, something that tastes really good, but that's still healthy, that's still light and refreshing. So
something like this you can even show off with, actually.
What are we doing over here?
Oh, right now, I'm gonna start off the melon salad.
Alrighty,
now, I'm just gonna shave it off, and I'm gonna have you in this bowl right here. I'm gonna show you one. Of course, you gotta work. You have to work.
I don't mind working. I just don't like the cutting part.
Yeah, I don't want you cutting yourself now.
So we're slicing down this melon here.
No, I'm just peeling, taking the skin off.
Just peeling it. Okay, so what are we gonna be doing with that?
I'm gonna show you how to ball them right now.
Okay, so we're gonna make little balls with this honeydew, right?
Yes, ma'am. I don't know if you ever seen it before. Some restaurants do it. Some you see it on Instagram. Maybe you just gotta push in.
Okay.
And then scoop.
Okay, so we make these little balls. Let me just show them. You're literally just making these little balls with the honeydew melon. So that looks quick and easy and painless. Yes. I think I can do that.
You should be able to.
All right.
That's it.
Not bad at all. Alrighty, so let me just ball these. So what typically, or who typically would you make this dish for?
Oh, this is something, like I said earlier, if you want to show off for your girlfriend or your boyfriend at home.
Oh, this is a show-off dish.
Yeah, this is a show-off dish. Because I mean, it's really, really easy, but it looks complicated.
Yeah. I think it's gonna be beautiful too with the colors, the melons, the watermelon, the chicken.
You got your red, your green, your white.
Exactly, all those potatoes we just put inside there. All right, so what have you been up to lately?
Honestly, well, right now I just started, well, a lot of you might know already. I just started cooking lunch. It's named Chef Jake. And this week's menu was said lobster tail. And the chicken breast that we're doing right now, actually.
Oh, so we're duplicating something that you give to your customers.
Yeah, exactly. I just wanted to show them, because what I like to do, I would make a dish and then show you how to make it.
So you don't just tease.
No, I don't just tease.
I like that.
Just tease.
A chef who cooks for you, makes you fall in love with the food, but then also teaches you how to do it as well, right?
You can teach them around the fish, but it's better to...
I agree. Let's get to know Chef Joel. What do you watch when you're sitting in front of the TV and eating something?
I eat Cheerios out of a cup.
Cheerios.
I hate milk.
This is the one chef who doesn't eat like a chef.
Oh, I promise you, I do not. I do not. I like to go home, honestly, from work and pour me a nice tall glass of Cheerios.
Is this enough or no? Should I go some more?
I see there's 2 for you. Give me like 3 more if you could.
I try it.
Knock it out.
So what do you eat? What do you watch when you're eating your Cheerios?
Honest answer?
Honest answer.
The Amazing World of Gumball. That is the best show on TV. Exactly. The Amazing World of Gumball.
So all right. As we're talking about the amazing what?
The Amazing World
of Gumball.
If you haven't watched, I know a lot of people judging me. If you haven't watched it,
Yes,
sit down.
we are.
Of course, sit down and watch it. I promise it's the hardest I've ever laughed in my life. That one.
Crazy. But we just balled our honeydew melon, and of course he was over there dicing up some watermelon pieces for us. So we're getting this ginger watermelon salad going.
Out the way. Let me get some knowledge.
I'm gonna steal as I go.
There you go. Now, there's the whole idea for it. Now you see me got some ginger, I'm put some cucumbers in it, and I got some radish. Now the idea is for these things right here, you want to keep them as paper thin as possible. Now the best way you could do this is if you have a mandolin at home. I don't know if most people know the mandolin is about this big.
Tell them.
About this big, got a blade right in the middle, and it's like slice, not really this, but just get a slice and just go. And you gotta be really careful because you could cut your finger off.
And it cuts paper thin. So if we don't have one of those at home,
then you get a really sharp knife, and if you got some really good knife skills, then go right at it. And
how do you get it so thin, like it's almost see-through?
Just gotta know what you're doing, angle, and the really big key to it, honestly, is the sharp knife.
Okay.
Because you can be the best chef in the world, honestly, but if you don't have a sharp knife, then you're screwed.
And why do we need them that thin?
Because this is not really here for taste. It's more here for texture. Now, I'm gonna show you one. For example, right? You got this one, paper thin, right?
Really? Yes, it is.
Eat it.
It's like see-through.
Eat that compared to, you know what else? The crunch
I don't think I would want to bite into that one.
Yeah, that's my whole point.
Yeah, this is much thinner.
That's my whole point.
More palatable. Okay. So we're cutting them paper thin.
Paper thin.
And how many do you need? I mean, how long is that really gonna take? Because
this takes, well, for me, it doesn't take that long, especially if you have a mandolin. But I'll say like about 5 minutes.
Okay, not bad at all.
No, I only want.
And so this paper thin as well?
No, this is just for the taste. This won't be in the actual dish itself, in the plate in itself.
Okay.
So remember I said earlier it's a spicy. And I'm gonna show you exactly what I mean by that later on and how it's gonna get there.
Okay. Yeah, I wondered about that. You said spice, and I was like, what are we gonna put in the salad to make it spicy?
Yeah, that's just a regular jalapeno.
Now I see, yeah.
It's a regular jalapeno. And this, I'm gonna keep watching.
And all of these ingredients, you bought these right here. I mean, where do you usually get your
Super
fruits?
Value, straight ahead from Super Value. I walked in Solomon's and walked straight back out really because of the price. To be honest with you.
You're lucky they're not a sponsor. Otherwise, I would have been chopping your head off.
I mean, I say what I gotta say, to be honest with you.
But I'm glad you brought up the issue of price, though, because a lot of people too wonder, when you make these fantastic, beautiful dishes, do you really have to spend so much money just to, make something that's as beautiful and as vibrant as this?
No, you really, honestly, for this particular dish, for 2 of these dishes, I spent, say, $60 for everything.
Really?
And that really, I mean, I don't know where your bank, I don't know how your bank situation is.
Yeah, I mean, people are different, so let's just tell them stuff that they can probably trade out for cheaper options.
Yeah, for example, the watermelon salad, realistically, you don't need ginger, you don't need the radish, you don't really need the spice. You can have the watermelon salad, the watermelon actually the Mountain Dew.
Okay.
And you could put your own mix in it. Because once you taste it, you're gonna be like, oh, well, this doesn't need this, I can put this instead.
Yeah. So you can kind of use the flavors and own personal
exactly, put your own
kind of
taste
swap
in
out.
it. Because the whole point of teaching someone how to cook is not only to say, okay, I can do this dish.
Yeah.
I know what I can switch out.
Exactly. But let's just pause it right there, you guys. Our spicy ginger watermelon salad is going. Of course, we threw in our potatoes in the oven just a little bit early just to roast them a bit. This is Chef It Up. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Chef It Up, everyone. Still in the kitchen with Chef Joel. What is it, Joel or Joel?
Whatever you can pronounce. I tell everybody the same thing.
I'm like, which one? Joel or Joel? Tell us.
Well, my mother says Joel. Yeah, she says Joel.
Joel.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go with what Mommy says. Joel Johnson, and we're whipping up our spicy ginger melon salad and a stuffed chicken breast. Alrighty, so potatoes in the oven, they're roasting. We just chopped up some watermelon, balled some of these honeydew. We sliced up some radish.
Yes, ma'am.
And some cucumber.
Yes.
And that is it.
A little bit of paper thin ginger.
And some ginger, yes. So we're gonna finish off now.
We're gonna finish it off right now. Now I got some
salad.
Lemons, right? Remember I told you the other episode that sweet.
Yes, the sweet one.
No, it's not actually sweet, but it's sweeter than the actual lime.
The lime.
You just want.
So a little bit of.
The best way I can describe this right now is what I'm doing. It's lemonade.
Okay.
Okay, I'm making a lemonade right now. It's pretty much a sauce. Mixed with
because we're going to use a little bit of sugar, a little bit.
Exactly. Now,
the reason why it's going to be good.
The reason why you want to put the lemons and sugar in, it brings out the flavor and everything that's in here.
Okay.
That's the whole point of that right there.
What's the sugar for, though?
The sugar is the sugar really. helps the foods to really water out.
Okay.
That's what sugar normally does.
So how much sugar are we using? Because we don't want people to
you don't want to have a sweet
overdo
tooth.
it.
You're really using like about a tablespoon.
About a tablespoon of sugar?
Because like I said, I mean, how much would you put inside a lemonade? That's pretty much what you're making right now. You could even get like a cup, make a lemonade without the water, and just pour it in there.
Okay.
And this right here, that's it. Give it a little toss. I'm adding a little bit more sugar.
How do you know that you're adding more sugar? Because you didn't even taste it just now.
I know what I want.
People at home who are not like pros, you gotta taste and go as you cook.
Yeah, well, yeah. If you're gonna taste and go as you cook, that's where you gotta start off. That's the best way to start off. Just taste and go as you cook. And then the more you do it, the more you practice, the more you really do something. You get
you kind of learn it,
yeah,
right?
you learn it better because you get the gauge.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Makes sense.
But right now, what I'm doing, I'm gonna start off my chicken breast, right? Now, I don't know if you guys saw already. I just butterflied it. Another word for butterfly, you know the hot dog? Just open it, just slit it right in half.
Just cut it right around and then it opens up.
Not really, just like just one nice fried chicken breast. You get a sharp knife again. If you're using a dull knife, it won't work.
Yeah.
You're gonna have a hard time with a jacket.
Okay.
So you just wanna, right at the middle, slice it straight down.
All right.
Some tomatoes, and these tomatoes came out of somebody's yard, out of my neighbor's yard.
Oh, nice, they should be good then.
Yeah, they're gonna be great.
Good and fresh.
Spinach.
Okay.
That's pretty much it right now. So what I'm gonna do first though.
What can I do? Let me get my hands dirty.
You really wanna get your hands dirty?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, but alright, then you're gonna season this now.
Alright.
Some salt.
So a little bit of salt. I'll just put some pepper here.
Now this here is dried basil.
And some dried basil is what we're using. So our chicken breast, we just seasoned that down with a little bit of basil, some salt, some black pepper, and I was stuffing it with some spinach and some gorgonzola.
Yeah, gorgonzola.
And now he's slicing up some tomatoes.
You know how juicy it is?
I'm not really a tomato lover. I always say that.
But you always eat it.
But you know, if the chef's cooking, I'm not gonna disrespect and pick out like I would do with my sandwiches or my hamburgers. So I'll just eat it, but this is looking really nice. I love that. And so we are getting our chicken ready to go. So stuffing with some gorgonzola, some spinach and some tomatoes. What about our potatoes back there?
Oh, don't worry about them there.
They're good? Okay. So what are we doing with this now? Are we putting anything inside this
I'm gonna put some olive oil in as soon as it gets hot.
Okay. This is looking really good. Like I could take this to work.
You could literally take this to work.
I love this.
This is a very go-to
It's like
easy
a sandwich.
dish.
It's like a chicken sandwich without the bread.
That's a great way to put it.
Yeah.
That's a great way to put this.
Like the chicken is the bun, and then inside it you have just cheese and spinach and tomatoes. I love it. So you can cut out all that breadiness and make this.
Exactly. This right here is maybe one of my favorites.
Really?
Maybe.
I could see why.
Maybe.
I could see why.
It's really healthy. It's really pretty, and
it's actually beautiful.
Exactly.
So when are we gonna put them in now, or?
Oh, we're gonna put them in right now. Let me get some olive oil.
All right. So we have a game for you to play.
Oh really?
Yes.
That sounds scary.
Since you love to dance,
Oh, it's not.
we're gonna play a game, right? So I'm gonna call out the name of a couple of dishes, and when I call them, you dance the way it makes you feel. Don't say it, dance it.
Dance the way it makes you feel.
Yes.
But before we start, I gotta tell you one thing.
Oh,
for
goodness.
Sure. My dance moves are a mix between a seizure and the Holy Ghost.
The seizure and a Holy Ghost.
You're not too sure what is happening. Should I help him? Should I praise? You're not too sure.
Ooh, dangerous.
Oh,
but let's
like
let Chef Joel get his dance moves in order, you guys. This is Chef It Up. We'll be right back. Will it be the Holy Ghost or a seizure? Before we went to break, I introduced a game to Chef Joel that I want to play. So he's going to do his best happy dance when I call off the name of a dish. But as he was getting his dance moves together, of course, we put in our stuffed chicken. We just fried those down for a little bit. And as you can see, he just tossed them in the oven. So on the stove, how long were they there for?
They were there for about 3 minutes. 3 to 5 minutes.
3 to 5 minutes.
Because you want to get a nice golden sear on both sides.
Alrighty.
You want to get the outsides pretty moist, and then you shove it in the baker just to finish.
All right, so how long in the baker?
Baker will be another about 5 minutes.
Not another 5 minutes. So now to the fun part. Ready to dance?
The fun part, yes, ma'am.
So, curry chicken.
Curry chicken. I would give it a.
What?
That's my grandma.
What is
She's gotta get rid of
Oh, church wine. Okay, stew fish and Johnny cake.
Stupid Johnny cake, I'll just.
What? Dust the shoulders off?
Yeah, it's alright. It's alright. It's alright.
All right, tropical conch salad.
Okay, there I gotta take my shoes off for this one. I gotta
He's taking off his shoes in the kitchen to do that real rake and scrape, Cat Island, Grammy, whatever you call that.
Gotta hold the spread up. It's gonna be like should have bought a Honda and a Cadillac.
So a chef who dances when he hears his favorite food. All right, let's get back to the food, you guys. Just real quickly, our stuffed chicken in the oven right now. We stuffed it with some tomatoes, some spinach, some gorgonzola. Put a little salt, black pepper, some little seasonings on them.
Yes,
Fried them down for about 3 to 5 minutes and toss them into the oven. Of course, before that, we put in our roasted potatoes. Well, they should be roasting now.
They should be about 2 minutes away.
About 2 minutes from done. And now back to our salad.
In
this bowl, what we did was we balled some honeydew melon, diced up some watermelon, some gingers in there, some cucumber, some radish, and our melon salad is almost done. Oh, we also squeezed a little bit of lemon in here.
Some sugar.
And some sugar, yes, important to remember. Lemon and sugar in there, we mix that all together, and this is done?
This is done. No, this is literally a set until you're ready type of dish.
Yeah.
Because once you have everything set in the bowl, that's
and I'd imagine that the longer they're sitting there together, those flavors just melding together and marinate. So kind of make this early on in the dish, right? So they can sit, marinate. This should be
the first thing you do.
Get used to each other, share flavors and scents.
They say, how you doing? Hey, I'm fine.
Where you from? Good words. Alrighty. So we're going to start to plate.
Because another thing too, if you're not a big spicy fan, what I really should tell you is that
because jalapeno is in here as well. Exactly. That's what I forgot.
Exactly. Yeah. Now the thing is with this dish, you can taste it right now actually. The longer the spices sit, the spicier it will be.
Yeah. It's sweet and it's spicy at the same time. The lemon, it really just gives it that tart that tart taste that it needs.
Exactly.
Alrighty.
I found this bowl earlier. I have my bowl to plate in, but I saw this. I was like, I'm gonna use this because it just.
Yeah. Looks like a little conch shell or something, or a seashell maybe.
Yeah, exactly. I just like how this is.
So how are you plating now?
I'm just gonna realistically, when you start to plate this dish, you can do whatever you want. You can just pour it into a bowl and just give it like some mountain.
Yeah, that's what I thought we were going to do.
No, I difficult.
But you're clearly making shapes here.
Yes, ma'am. I'm gonna just run this through.
And I love this dish too because even though like we're into the fall now, it's still hot.
Yes.
This is still the Bahamas.
This is a very refreshing dish.
So
exactly.
This is just so refreshing, and the watermelon so crunchy, and you have the cucumbers again and the honeydew melon. So I'm liking this combination. Our chicken's
everything
still
being
going.
paper thin and everything being just nice, complementary to everything. Because like I said before, you don't want to have a thick crunch with the salad.
Yes. So remember these radish? We cut them paper thin because, like you just said, we don't want it to be so thick and crunchy and chewy. You just want something we can easily bite into and move on to the next
on to the next one. Because I mean, a lot of people like to do too much.
Yeah. Yes, please, the gravy, the juice. No matter what the dish is, I'm like, put gravy on it. Put whatever the juice is that dish was sitting in, pour some of that on there for me.
And put one in there.
Okay, so clearly this guy dresses his salad because usually with a salad you just take out whatever comes on the fork or the spoon. He's meticulously choosing which parts of the salad he wants on the plate. Yeah. So kind of fancy, I see. Kind of fancy.
Filet mignon.
Huh?
I like my filet mignon.
Filet mignon.
And champagne.
Okay, good. You work in a restaurant.
Yes, ma'am.
What's like some of the weirdest pronunciations you've heard of some pretty common, or what we think would be common foods?
I would say, like I just said, the filet mignon.
Filet mignon.
Yeah, and I actually heard a woman say she was trying to pronounce champagne, and she actually did say champagne. That's where I got it from.
Oh gosh.
And besides the actual pronunciation of words itself, we had some really, I would call them smart orders. They were beautifully smart orders. Like for example, we had a tomato salad that had too much tomatoes.
A tomato salad,
We had the fish was too fishy. Somebody wanted an apple salad. Somebody wanted an apple salad with no apples. So we just gave them the plate and some lime.
So I don't get it. Did they want like apple flavoring or something?
When you have that much money, you could ask for whatever you want. whatever you want in life. When I get
Really?
that, I promise you, when I get that rich,
Were they happy with the apple salad with no apples?
perfect. This is the best thing I've ever had in my life.
Or did they just want to sound as if they were being difficult for no reason? Some people just
Some
order.
people do like to be
crap.
difficult. Some people just like to. I'm gonna go to this particular restaurant, and I'm just gonna.
Yeah, I'm
mess
gonna
with
make
the
them
chef,
work.
And I'm gonna make you work, and whatever you give me, even if I like it, I hate it.
Do you find the chefs do that or regular people mostly?
I would think chefs do it, to be honest.
Really?
Do
you do it?
Oh, well, I have definitely done it.
You see?
I have
So you're complaining
definitely
about
done
the
it.
same thing. Why? Like, what's the fun?
It really is fun. Okay, imagine you're at a pizza joint. Once I actually called Domino's, right? And I told them I wanted, yeah, I did. You're gonna hate me for this because you're gonna remember this. I called Domino's. I ordered, I wanted a pepperoni pizza. No pepperoni, no sauce, no dough. And it was like, the woman.
You didn't do that.
Yeah, I really did. And the woman, she was like really trying to figure out, okay, well, what do you want on the, like, in the box? I was like,
She should have just given you the box.
you could just give me the box. I would have been happy. So
Give me the box
You actually
with
did
some
it.
tomato sauce and chicken.
And that's it. I told her, oh, no tomato sauce.
No
I
tomato
wanted-
sauce.
no.
Okay. So
X.
some fettuccine.
Yeah, fettuccine sauce has been good.
Some fettuccine.
Now, what I'm getting right now,
Alrighty, you guys, our meal is almost done.
one of my favorite sides.
And we have now just a regular garden salad here.
And as cliche as it is, as simple as it is, it's something that you need. My
You love
mommy's,
salads, boy.
yeah, my mommy's always say, you gotta scrub your insides. So
You gotta scrub out your
you gotta
insides.
scrub out your insides.
That's true though, some good fiber,
Yeah,
some
you need it.
greens,
Okay,
you know?
the
Clean you out.
regular Bahamian cuisine right now, possible over here, please,
Alright.
is starch, extra starch, and more starch.
That's true, and that's not healthy, hey.
That's not healthy at all.
That's not healthy. And so just our garden salad that's going to accompany everything else here.
Mm-hmm.
We just squeeze some lemon in there, putting in some cherry tomatoes now.
Mm-hmm.
What else needs to go in here? Let me help.
Nothing.
No?
No,
Okay.
see, like, if you haven't figured it out by now, you'll never figure it out. I like to keep my dishes as simple as possible.
Very simple
Very
and
simple.
easy.
I know, it's a very, very quick go-to dish. You could just literally go to the store, get 7 things, and be like, okay, I'm done.
And the chicken's coming out.
Finish coming.
Finally.
Now, notice the color. The
Yes.
no, the reason one of my friends asked me this once too, a couple months back. Why do I say off the meat?
Why do you?
For those who don't know, what I had to learn too. It smells good.
Yes, it does. I am ready to eat.
For those who don't know, realistically, the reason why we say off most of the meat and you want to pan it as hot, I won't say as hot as possible. You want to pan it really hot with the oil and everything. You want to say off the meat because you want to trap the flavors in. You notice a lot of people like fry dry.
I don't like fried
A
dry.
lot of people like fry dry.
Like you
know
take
what I
out all the moisture that's supposed
mean?
to
Exactly.
be there.
So
I don't like.
a chicken breast realistically is supposed to be a very, very moist, very juicy,
Yeah.
very, when I bite it, I almost drown.
Yeah.
type of thing.
Yeah, I don't like my chicken fried dry.
Exactly,
Some people
so-
literally order that when they go out. Like,
Same
I
thing.
want it dried out.
Same thing with the steak, same thing with pretty much almost every meat you have.
Yeah.
So what do you want to do?
So we're plating our meal, guys. Of course, again, we have a spicy ginger
this one's spilling, so we want
melon
this.
salad. He's now dishing up our stuffed chicken breast. We have in there some spinach, some gorgonzola cheese, and some tomatoes.
Yes, ma'am.
And over here, we have our roasted potatoes, and just a regular simple garden salad here. So I am ready to dig in.
Yes, ma'am.
So I am waiting for him to beautify this plate here.
I'm gonna just put it here so it'll be better to eat.
Yes.
And it could spill. I want it to spill.
What do you mean?
I want to see everything that's inside it.
Ah, you want it to show.
Yeah, I want it to come out.
Alrighty, Chef Joel, I'm absolutely loving this.
If I have with me a little, I'll use this. Now right here is just remember the oil I use. And all the
Yes,
things.
let me get some forks.
You got one?
I.
Come on, spoon. There you go.
Oh, you need a spoon.
Spoon will be beautiful, beautiful. I just want to put it on top of it.
Okay, can we stop for a sec? I can't find forks. Or can't I just see?
All right, now you're eating a stuffed chicken breast. It's stuffed with gorgonzola, spinach, and tomatoes. This particular dish, you guys might see this, might sound familiar. It's been floating around maybe WhatsApp and Facebook already. I got a menu going around for lunch. So this is pretty much what you'll be eating Thursday and Wednesday. And right here, one of my favorites is a watermelon salad with ginger, radish, cucumbers, and watermelons.
The cheese and the chicken.
Pops out there.
Oh, yes, it does. So, this is really good. I don't even want to talk. Not that I can't. I don't want to.
That's a good thing, actually. A quiet guest is a happy chef. I promise you that.
Well, let me just go get now some of this salad. I want to see what's spicy. How the spices and the
That's perfect.
sweet mix. That is good.
See how everything comes together, right?
The ginger, that's the first thing I tasted just now.
Exactly.
Was the ginger, but I could taste that lemon we squeezed in there, the sugar that we mixed in there. It's so refreshing.
It's very light.
I love it. You guys, try this meal at home. Find Chef Joel Johnson and see us here next time on Chef It Up. I'm gonna finish it again. That was really good.